You're not going to help me?
No,
No?
I'm not a detective, and there's too much blood in this tragedy to put it down.
You want blood? I promise you, we've got oceans of it right here. And unlike the blood in your Shakespeare, this is real.
Yet another reason.
Why don't you like shooting?
I did it once. I wasn't good at it. Never again.
Damn, where's the key? Could this be Sophia Capone? In any case, it seems that someone paid an extremely high price. Specific orders. Short, red-haired adolescent. Middle-aged white man. Young Negro girl. Looks like Ivankov was paid for some of them, but some were rejected. I wonder how many death sentences came out of this thing. Guido Colombo. According to Capone, that's the name Sophia's kidnapper used to pass himself off as her uncle when he took her from the school. We owe this beautiful work of forgery to the talent of Carlo Boccherini. May he rest in peace. Kulikov, the most versatile vodka in the world. A receipt from the most expensive children's clothes store in Santa Esperanza, issued yesterday. No doubt about it. Ivankov likes boxing. I knew it. Ha! giant container has been used to hold children. Was Sophia Capone held in the container? Boy's underwear. Dirty. Doesn't look like the dress Capone said Sophia was wearing.
Nah. Well, Sophia was wearing a blue dress with flowers that I personally ordered for her from Italy. She was also wearing white ballet shoes with daisies embroidered on them.
These prisoners were treated reasonably well, all things considered. No adult could sleep here. No adult could sleep here. What do you have to do to a child before they draw something like that? These prisoners were treated reasonably well, all things considered. Someone paid a lot of money for a piece of merchandise that could well be Sophia Capone. The forgeries belonging to Sophia Capone's kidnapper. A girl's shoe identical to the one that Capone said his granddaughter Sophia was wearing. A shoe identical to the one described by Capone, and the documents used by the person pretending to be Sophia's uncle make it certain that she was held here. Sophia Capone was here, but did she get out? A hefty receipt for children's clothes with yesterday's date. According to Ivankov's register, not all his merchandise is accepted by the customer. Someone paid a lot of money for a piece of merchandise that could well be Sophia Capone. According to the register, Ivankov was paid for Sophia, which means she was handed over to his customer. Sophia Capone got out of here, but did she get out alive? According to Ivankov's register, not all his merchandise is accepted by the customer. A hefty receipt for children's clothes with yesterday's date. So you have a sweet tooth?
Yeah?
And that's why they called you the Sugar Kid?
All right. What do you want to know?
Why did you shoot those people?
The white guy's friends follow the black guy who accidentally killed him. There are 20 at least. They start insulting him. The black guy takes it. After the insults, the spitting starts. The black guy takes it. The shoving. Black guy takes it. Kick from the back. The black guy takes it. Another and another. black guy turns and fights back, and the mob growing by the minute falls on him. Someone fires a shot in the air. Everyone backs off. That someone is the dead guy's brother. He sticks a gun in the black guy's face, but the black guy's quicker. He grabs the gun, shoots him in the chest. While the crowd runs, the black guy empties the gun, not pausing to take aim. 1 dead, 4 wounded, 13 years. Reduced due to temporary insanity. You satisfied? Anything else?
I'm sorry about Billy Johnson.
I don't know how it happened. I didn't mean to hit him so hard. Well, I did, but you catch my drift. First of all, I should have been letting him beat me. The fight was fixed. But I wasn't in the mood, and I took it out on poor Billy, a white boy who probably had no idea it was rigged. You satisfied? Anything else?
How did you survive on Gore Island?
Alphonse. When I arrived, he was still in his prime, and he ruled the roost. He protected me until, years later, I had to protect him. There you are. Now you know who I am. So, what's the secret ingredient?
The deal was that you would tell me who you are, and I found it out for myself.
You win, my friend. For now.
You're not going to help me?
No.
No?
I'm not a detective, and there's too much blood in this tragedy to put it down.
You want blood? I promise you, we've got oceans of it right here. And unlike the blood in your Shakespeare, this is real.
Yet another reason.
My God, what is this? Bloody paw prints. Made by dogs, most likely. Blood stains trampled by the bare feet of at least 4 different people. The boots that left these prints were fairly new, to judge by the clean outline of the sole. Looks like a scoreboard. Some of the competitors have letters and a number, but towards the end there are others that only have a number. Ivankov said he dreamt of becoming a boxer. Did his dreams come true down here? There's more than blood on here. There's chunks of brain. The leather's ripped, torn. By teeth? A scoreboard, like a knockout tournament. According to Ivankov's register, not all his merchandise is accepted by the customer. Based on what I got out of Ivankov and these pieces of evidence, I guess he's a human trafficker. Is there evidence that proves Ivankov was trafficking in humans? A scoreboard, like a knockout tournament. According to Ivankov's register, not all his merchandise is accepted by the customer. The marks seem to have been made by teeth, though I can't be sure. Animal fur. Just a number. Bullet casings. He probably shot at whatever was in the cage. Tried to clean up urine stains with some kind of powerful cleaning product made with ammonia. They invented these less than 20 years ago to make life easier for lumberjacks. I wonder how long it was before the mob was using them for their own ends. Dried blood. Been there a while. Marks left by the chainsaw, no doubt. This is fresh blood, not more than a day old. A cross painted by hand in blood. Was it the prisoner's own hand and their own blood? Sickening smell, revolting stains. This was a toilet for whoever was locked up here. The diameter of these shackles is pretty conclusive. Wrists or ankles. There's still some water and the food hasn't dried out completely. This cage was occupied recently. I think it says Abdelkader, the owner of the biggest prostitution ring in Santa Esperanza. 3 Ks. Holy Christ. Jesus. A bucket that contained excrement. Human bodies, dismembered and piled up like trash. The cages are labeled with letters. Recent traces of food and drink. A scoreboard, like a knockout tournament. According to Ivankov's register, human bodies, dismembered and piled. The cages are labeled with letters. Cages that likely house dogs. A metal table on which bodies were mutilated. A scoreboard, like a knockout. According to Ivankov's. They're still damp. Quite the contrast with the rest of the room. I'd almost say it was cleaner than my shower at home. Human bodies, dismembered and powdered. Towels that are still damp. Children's shampoo. The cages are labeled with letters. Shackles the right size for wrists and ankles. No doubt about it, there were people in these cages. The size of the shackles, the troughs for food and drink, and the buckets for waste prove it. Can I prove that the people held here were sold? Chewed and stained with blood and body tissue. Cages that likely house dogs. The cages are labeled with letters, or names and numbers. A scoreboard, like a knockout tournament. According to Ivankov's register, not all his merchandise is accepted by the customer. The labels on the cages could refer to the customers who buy human merchandise from Ivankov. I base this assumption on the register, in which some of the pieces are marked as acceptable and paid for, and others are not. What does he do with the ones that are rejected? Chewed and stained with blood and body tissue. A metal table on which bodies were mutilated recently. Human bodies, dismembered and piled up like trash. Towels that are still damp. Cages that likely house dogs. Children's shampoo. Someone wanted them to... A scoreboard, like a knockout tournament. With all the pieces that are rejected by his customers, Ivankov organizes fights, probably to the death, between prisoners and between prisoners and dogs. Maybe even between prisoners and his own men. What is the fate of those that lose? Human bodies, dismembered and piled up like trash. A metal table on which bodies were mutilated recently. It seems clear that those that lose in combat are hacked to pieces. Some of them while they're still alive. I'd say they're then thrown into the water, but there's no proof. Children's shampoo. Someone wanted them to look perfectly presentable. Towels that are still damp. The damp towels, the children's shampoo, and the receipt from the children's clothes shop indicate that they washed and dressed the children before taking them away. I strongly doubt that they washed them just to kill them, so there is reason to believe that Sofia Capone is still alive. We're done here. Let's go.
Already? I thought I'd have time to finish Act 4.
Are you doubting my efficiency as a detective?
That would depend on the quality of your conclusions.
Ivankov is a human trafficker. He has various customers who make specific requests. Slavers, imps, God knows what else. He kidnaps them and puts them in these cages, shackling them and feeding them like animals until he's ready to complete the order. When he has enough, or maybe when the designated day comes around, his customer comes here and decides which of his catches are satisfactory and which are not. What does he do with the rejects? For many people, this would be a problem, but not for Ivankov. Like a true boxing fan, he organizes fights between the failed candidates. Bloody tournaments, possibly to the death. I'm sure his men place bets, and that the whole sick spectacle, like the Roman circus, helps keep morale high. But, as in the circus, it's not just people that fight. There are animals too. In these cages, Ivankov kept dogs. He forces the survivors to fight them, wearing boxing gloves until the dogs tear them apart. And if anyone survives, Ivankov's own men finish the job. This leads us to the next problem. What does Ivankov do with the bodies? Easy. He cuts them up on this table, one by one, alive even, if they had the bad luck not to die in the arena. And then, I don't know, maybe he throws them overboard, but that's always risky. Maybe if we interrogate him when he wakes up, he can tell us more. But that's not what really interests us. What really interests us is what's inside, or what was inside this container. In recent weeks, Ivankov has kidnapped 9 children for an anonymous client who pays him a fortune for each one of them. The most expensive item of all has been given the initials SC, our Sophia, as proved by one of her shoes, which I found in there. Today, or possibly last night, the customer took delivery of the children and paid in full. Before this, Ivankov bought them new clothes and gave them a shower. Why would he do that? Is it to sell them into adoption in wealthy families? I very much doubt it, but I can't figure out another reason. What I do think is that his client doesn't want to leave loose ends. I think he forced him to get rid of the rest of his prisoners. This is why they organized fights yesterday, dismembered the combatants, and even killed all the dogs.
Are you joking?
No.
Oh, man. Let's take this piece of shit to Capone.
What?
They're old friends. I'm sure Alphonse will be happy to...
Out of the question. You saw what he did to Burke. You want him to do it again? Want us to lose another witness? Christ, 20 years ago, I let a child murderer slip through my fingers. I won't let that happen again. What if the 2 cases are related?
Not gonna persuade you, am I?
No.
Okay.
Wake up, Elliot.
We there?
No, still a ways to go. But from here, we have to go on foot.
We've been in the car for 2 hours. You going to tell me why we're here?
Because we need to get there.
Come on, Jim.
Be patient. I told you it's a surprise. I want you to find out for yourself. Or don't you like surprises?
I like him. Who doesn't? But what kind of surprise requires you to carry a gun?
Name me one thing you can do in Santa Esperanza without carrying a gun.
Touché.
Do as I say and you'll see. Take it from Jim Dockers.
Because you're my friend, right?
Don't let your guard down. Have you heard of the Voduna cult?
You mean voodoo? Dolls and needles?
Yes and no. It's different varieties of the same thing. The Vodun religion from East Africa. In Cuba, they call it Vodou. In Haiti, it's voodoo. Santa Esperanza had its own version. A little community that lived in these woods, no more than 200 people, I reckon.
had.
Right. They say practically all of them died. A sort of civil war sparked up by betrayal. Betrayal between friends.
Really? What kind of betrayal?
The Bodonas place particular importance on a person's name. They chose a name for themselves when they reached adulthood, and they only revealed it to their partners and their descendants.
Is that so?
It is. Legend says that while he was out hunting with his right-hand man, the chief of the Bodonas was attacked by...
Not such a dumb idea. I wish no one knew my name.
Well, for the Bodonas, it wasn't that simple. Ah, shit. Help me with this, Elliot. One, two, three. They had different names for day-to-day use. Nicknames similar to Indian names. Come on. Anyway, while he was out hunting, the chief of the tribe was attacked by a bear.
A bear? There were never any bears in Santa Esperanza.
Why are you talking in the past tense? I wasn't joking when I told you not to let your guard down.
Shit.
The chief's wounds look fatal, so he confided in his best friend, the best hunter in the tribe, and whispered his true name to him. The hunter left him in the woods, went back to the village, and told the news to the chieftain's wife and children.
Well, that's tough. However badly wounded he was his partner. You can't leave your partner in the woods, whatever state he's in.
Let's hope neither of us has to make that kind of decision today.
Sullivan River flows into the Donovan Dam, I think.
I didn't think geography was your department.
Sometimes I like to dabble in things that aren't officially my department.
So I see. According to Boduna law, from the moment the hunter whispered the dead husband's name to the chief's wife, he would take his place.
In what sense?
In the eyes of the tribe, he became him. He had to take on his role, fulfill his duties, raise his children, and sleep with his wife. Damn. Should be right here.
What?
The sign tells us which way we have to go. Must be hidden in the undergrowth.
Let me look for it.
Okay, I'll cover you.
Huh. This burned out a long time ago. Weeks, I guess. What kind of hunter abandons his trap when he leaves the woods? Animal attack, no doubt about it. Here's the sign. Looks like it was knocked over by a poacher's prey.
Well spotted. Let's go on.
You taking me to a church?
It's never a bad time to confess your sins.
What was that?
No idea. Ah! You were blocking my target. Ah, sorry.
What's wrong with you, Dockers? What's the problem?
Old age. I can't compete with a young marksman like you.
You're not going after it?
Let's not push our luck. I don't want our story to end up like the Vaduna chieftain and the hunter.
Okay, let's go.
They built the chapel after the massacre of the Vaduna people.
You still haven't told me how that happened.
The hunter became the chief and moved in with his family. It wasn't the first time that kind of thing had happened. But one thing did happen for the first time. The wounds the bear had inflicted on the real chief were less serious than they seemed. A few days later, he came back and claimed what was his. But the hunter wasn't so sure. He was the chieftain now.
Yes, but the hunter won his new identity by leaving the old chief to his fate.
He betrayed his friend. I agree with you. As did many of the Vadunas. But the rest of the village didn't see it that way. The Vadunas were split into supporters of the new chief and the old one. And, well, you know how it all ended. Elliot, I have a problem. I think Delphine is cheating on me with another man.
Whoa.
Some nights when I lie down next to her in bed, her hair smells of gunpowder. Someone who regularly handles guns is touching her. Do you have any idea who it could be?
I don't know. That rookie Dickinson?
Oh, come on, Elliot. It's one thing that she's cheating on me, but don't insult her, for Christ's sake.
Jim, please, put the gun down.
Yeah, Jim, put it down. You're late. You know why they built this chapel?
We know.
Typical Americans. They find that a bunch of crazies from some wacky religion have killed each other, and they build them a church, huh? As if the dead give a damn about their Christian God.
Jim, what's going on?
I told you, it's a surprise.
Who's going in?
He is.
Me?
Trust me.
Yeah, you believe in God, Ness?
If I didn't, I couldn't survive this war. Someone had some fun at these critters' expense. Mary Magdalene, the prostitute who repented and washed the feet of Christ.
I have a gun pointing at your head. I could kill you right now.
I'm not surprised. Today is International Point a Gun at My Head Day.
I won't shoot. I'm here to help you.
Yeah?
Look under your knees.
What is this?
To you, just a bunch of scribbles. But to someone who knows what he's looking at, it could be prison bars for Capone.
What, he hates reading so much he sees a book as a prison sentence?
Very funny, Ness. Your financial specialist, Garrison, he'll know what to do.
Who are you?
What do you care? I'm serving you Capone's head on a golden plate. Don't ask questions. Just beat it, Ness. The sooner you set Garrison to work, the sooner all this will be over. God, I hate cops.
Carmine?
Please, no.
Why?
He threatened my kids.
Capone? No, you're his right-hand man, his chief executioner.
He's lost his mind. He suspects everyone and everything. He has to be stopped. Don't kill me. For my kids' sake.
You remember Don Prescott? 33 years on the force, my first partner. You left his face in such a mess, they had to make him a clay mask so his family could look at him at the funeral.
Capone wanted him dead.
What about Amber Fisher, 15 years old? You held her prisoner for 3 days. She committed suicide only hours before we came to rescue her. I don't need to remind you what you did to her, do I?
I was following orders.
No. Capone orders you to kill. You improvise. You enjoy it.
You can't do this.
Elliot, don't do it. Kill an unarmed man and it'll haunt you your whole life.
I deserve a trial.
We're cops, not killers.
Jesus, Ness, weren't you...
Control your anger.
Weren't you the most honest man in Santa Esperanza?
Only in public.
You don't know what you just started. No matter what monster you're facing, next time you find yourself in a situation like that, control your anger, or you'll be lost forever.
Thank you, Ness. Thank you. You saved me a bullet. And take it easy, Carmine. I'll save the ones meant for your children, too. Don't worry about the damage I made you do to your beloved boss. I'll make it up to him. After all, he needs a new right-hand man now. Thanks for the book.
Carmine get in touch with you? How did you do it?
It doesn't matter. Stroke of luck. Now, all we need to do is be careful. See what Garrison can find.
Jim, about Delphine?
Shut it. First we finish Capone. Then we talk.
Alone again, Ness. Oh, don't tell me your friends let you down again. Lucky you got me, huh? I'm losing my mind.